Once it stops raining, I'll be here. Oh boy.
Coming to you from the Pennsauken Youth Athletic Field here in Pennsauken, New Jersey. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the doubleheader of the Stop the Violence Football Classic. Here we have two games for you today. The first of our doubleheader, two Major League Football teams in the Jersey Sharks and the Garden State Gladiators take the field here late this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tom Wilkins, and Frank Cicino is with me. Behind the controls, Howard Gaber. This is a very interesting event here that we have going on late this afternoon, and obviously this is all for a big cause as we see the Sharks and the Gladiators go at it, as they're already said with the coin toss here.
Yeah, we're going to see two good teams in this league. I expect a hard-hitting game. First game of the season, so I'm sure we're going to see some mistakes, a little adjustments, timing, things like that. But I expect some good things out of both of these teams.
Yeah, and these are two up-and-coming teams. They have been very competitive. The Garden State Gladiators, who are based out of Mount Holly, New Jersey, West Hampton Township, actually, they have been very competitive, especially in the first couple of years. Of course, I remember doing a broadcast with Howard where they played the Trenton Capital in what was basically an all-weather third quarter in one of the classic games that we've done here on the HSG network. But come to think of it, this is a group that really has come together with family, and I've talked to both teams during warm-ups, and basically, I mean, they've shared the same purpose, but two different sides. With the Gladiators, they basically have dealt with a generation upon generation of players, and basically have become more of a family based upon that.
Okay. I didn't get a chance to talk to him about all that, but that's what you want. You want your team to gel and bond, and if you can keep it through generations, that's excellent. That means you're doing something right.
And speaking of the Gladiators, we just had a coin toss. They have won the toss, and they will receive to begin this game. Now, keep in mind, Frank, this is an exhibition technically. So we're probably going to be seeing everybody play at some point during the game. Now, keep in mind, we have some weather issues that could be pending in the next hour. As a matter of fact,
Could be earlier than that.
Well, that's true. Hey, folks, if you're listening and you're hearing a hum in the background, it is getting windy out on the field, but here in this small press box, we have 3 fans going. So if you're wondering what that hum is, these fans are crossing our microphones. And I'll tell you what, given the fact that we've had 4 straight days of 92-degree weather here in South Jersey, I'm sure they're extremely useful.
Yeah, and I'm sure this rain will be a relief to everybody to get at least a little bit of a cool off for a few minutes anyway.
Well, there's a big line of storms out in the Reading area, and I would suspect that they would get here probably before halftime, maybe just after quarter time, but we'll see how quickly things go. I'm sure the officials on the field understand that there's going to be some stuff in the area. So obviously, if there's any lightning delay, we do have some things that you can be entertained on that, of course, Howard has queued up. So the Gladiators, who are in their black uniforms, white helmets, and red numerals, they'll be moving left to right. The Jersey Sharks, they'll be kicking off there in their white uniforms with the semi-dark blue numbers and blue helmets. They'll be moving right to left, and we'll switch sides here in the second quarter. As I said, this is an exhibition, technically more of a preseason game. Now, mind you, the Sharks had a preseason game in Edison. I forgot who they played. I think it was last week, a couple weeks ago, and they were basically trying a lot of people out. So basically, you could call this tying up some loose ends before the first week of the season in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I would think you're probably going to see a lot of the potential starters here in the first quarter, and as the game goes on, second, third, and fourth quarter, you'll start seeing your subs, seeing guys who are fighting for starting positions, things like that. So you'll see that later in the game, but I expect their potential starters will be here in the first quarter for both teams.
Okay, so obviously it's going to be fun because, I mean, these are 2 good teams. I mean, the Sharks had a great start last year, unfortunately faded in the second half of the year. Of course, their signature win, a huge win at home against the then unbeaten Brooklyn Seminoles, who I believe they went on to win the title of last year for Major League Football. And now you got the Garden State Gladiators, who are trying to lift their game up another notch. So let's see how this all stands. Because of the wind, they're holding the ball on the tee as we approach, and we are underway here with the Stop the Violence Classic. And the kickoff looked like it was heading off the Willingboro, but it's taking on the ground, swinging around the right side. Looks some nice to about the 25-yard line. That was number 80, Jerry Davis, who was able to run it. He took it like 6 yards deep at the end zone, but that tells you the wind is really picking up.
Yeah, that ball carried. He was backpedaling the whole way till he got to that ball. I'm surprised he ran it out. Again, preseason, you want to show somebody what you can do, you're going to run that ball out. If this was a regular season game, he probably kneels on that.
Yeah, in all likelihood. And you have to remember, like I said, exhibition games, so the rules obviously may differ depending on crew here, but we'll be talking a little bit more about the Stop the Violence thing, which, of course, Pensauken's very own Lester Cream, who's the head of another league's Tri-County Owls, and, of course, they've been around for some time. We're getting a pretty good turnout for this game. Now, obviously, we have this game and a second one to go, and now an official timeout, and they're saying hold play to make sure everybody is on point here. All right, so the ball is spotted at the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. And the Gladiators are going to line up with a receiver on each side, pretty much a traditional I formation. Their quarterback is Chris Hudson, who is under center. They're going to run the ball up the middle on the first play, and it's not going to be for much. A good tackle on the part of Deshaun Lewis, the middle linebacker, who was able to stop the guy for no gain.
Yeah, he came right in there, shot that gap, read the whole play, and blew it up right at the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10 coming up. Hudson 10, I would have to say he usually goes to the sideline to make sure the play is called correctly. But again, they'll go under center in a traditional I formation. One of the running backs I forgot to mention, Tysef Meacham, he lines up as the middle back here. 2nd and 10 from the 30. But it's the up back that gets this one and crushing his way to about the 33, 34-yard line, maybe about a 4-yard gain on the play. And that will make it a 3rd and 6. That other running back, Kelvin White Jr., who had, I believe, the first 2 carries.
Yeah, it looks like it went right side, off tackle, defensive end, shed the block, came up, made the stick. He got a couple yards afterwards by pushing through, and now he brings up 3rd and 7.
Ball be spotted at the 33-yard line, so that was a 3-yard pickup on the play. And we'll see how they line up. I think they're going to do a slot near side here. 2 receivers on the right, and still an I formation. You know, and both teams are not going to show their full agenda of plays here. 3rd and 7. Here's Hudson. He's going to try and run it himself. And, the pass ends up being complete to Kelvin White, but it's only good for a yard. So, and actually more of a lateral play, and it only nets 1. So the Sharks defense took a nice bite in the first part of this game, and as their defense held the Gladiators to 3 and out.
Yeah, it looks like he was about to get sacked. He was in the grass when he just kind of shoveled that ball out to his running back, who was a few yards away. Was able to get a yard, brings up 4th and 6.
So they'll bring their punter. Now, this is going to be interesting when you're trying to audition for a team. The other receiver is Lewis Vincent, and he's also the punter for the Gladiators. He is going to be kicking into a very stiff wind. And remember, the kickoff by the Sharks in the opening part of the game sailed almost 7 yards deep in the end zone, which tells you how strong this wind is, only because storms are approaching, and I'd say rather quickly. So here we go on 4th down. Good snap and a punt, and it's not a bad punt if you think about it. Takes a Garden State bounce and rolls to the 32, maybe 33-yard line. So actually, a pretty decent punt if you think about it. So I'd say a 33-yard punt and no return, and the Jersey Sharks will start from there as Garden State goes 3 and out on their first drive.
Yeah, he kicked that into a stiff wind. You could see the ball when it hit its high point, it just dropped down from there. Once it hit the ground, it rolled for about 7 or 8 more yards. So not a bad punt. He got the roll that he needed because he wasn't going to get it through that wind.
And not only that, I mean, when you would be afraid that if you kicked the ball and the wind was that hard, it would end up going over your head in the opposite direction, and that has happened on occasion. But the good news, like I said, this is an exhibition. This is not the regular season yet, so it's all a matter of getting things together. So now the Jersey Sharks out of Edison, New Jersey, they will get their first tabs at this for the Stop the Violence Classic as the ball is spotted at the 33-yard line. The quarterback, of course, Emmanuel Cabasa, the veteran semi-pro quarterback for his team and, of course, for many, many others. He's going to line up like in a triple position between split backs. Garden State showing blitz on 1st down. They're going to go into handoff. And rushing his way to about the 37-yard line, probably a gain of 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they had 2 backs to each side of the quarterback and then had a back behind him, and they just ran a power run to the right side off tackle with the running back behind the quarterback shooting that dive.
That was more of a try-back formation in the middle of a modified I.
Yeah, it was. You don't see that too much in 11-man. That's more of 8-man kind of style. But it's starting to pick up, and people are starting to use it at different levels now.
And you have to remember, you have to have 7 men on the line of scrimmage. So that's the key in making sure that goes well. They will continue with that same play, same formation on 2nd and 6. Again, Cabasa inside the triangle here. Another run, and getting really nowhere to the 37-yard line. I believe that was Quay Hawkins at running back that time. He made a couple quick moves, but the defense for the Gladiators was right there.
Yeah, it looks like they ran the same play. I mean, right side, either off guard or off tackle. I couldn't tell from our angle here. But same formation, same back getting the ball to the right side, and it brings up 3rd and 6.
All right, so 3rd and 6 now from the 37-yard line. Garden State won 3 and out on the opening drive. This is the Sharks' first drive. This is the 2019 Stop the Violence Football Classic, a doubleheader here from Pennsauken. And we're very happy to have you here on the HSG Network, and we'll definitely get some shouts in a little bit later, plus something that I've decided to do on my own personal bit, which I'll explain in just a little bit. But in the meantime, 3rd and 6 and the 37. Cabasa in the shotgun this time. He'll take the snap under a rush, throws left side, and he overshot his receiver, which was Shamar Saru. Incomplete. Now remember, Cabasa is a left-handed quarterback, and he has the tendency, he can be very, very accurate at times, but sometimes if the timing's off, it can be way off.
Yeah, it looked like his receiver was open and the pass was catchable, but I think the receiver turned around too late. By the time he realized the ball was on its way, it was already over his head. If he would have turned another second or two earlier, he probably would have caught that ball. He was wide open coming across on that post.
So it'll be 4th and 6, and it looks like it'll be punting time, and the punter for the Sharks is Anthony Maloney, who's in 00. So there is a 0 on the Sharks in Julius Toby, and then there's a 00 in Anthony Maloney. So we want to make sure we get all those because there are no triple digits or fractions on the uniforms. So on 4th down, he dropped the snap. He won't be able to get the punt away as the Gladiators, fast and furious, come in and drop him at the 20-yard line. And another person with a 00 on him. It might be DeJohn Thomas. No, it's not DeJohn Thomas, but it is a 00 for the Gladiators. And he ends up dropping the punter. And the Gladiators will be starting in their red zone at the Shark 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like the punt was low. It hit the ground right at his feet. He tried to shoestring it off his shoe. Couldn't get a grasp on it and get it up in the air. And the defense closed in on him while he was trying to get the ball off the ground, and that was the end of that.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the 20-yard line. And I'm going to explain something because you have to remember, I mean, I happen to, and I'll be talking a little bit more about this, not necessarily because I come from a family of law enforcement, but I chose to be a broadcaster, while my dad and my brother happen to be local law enforcement people. Of course, my dad has since retired from that. But we'll talk more about that as we go along. Chris Hudson, the quarterback here on 1st and 10, takes the snap, he'll throw a left shot, and the pass caught, and down to maybe about 3-yard gain to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Jerry Davis did a little 5-yard curl. Timing pattern, quarterback hit him just as he made his turn. Nice and low where only his receiver can get it. Caught the ball, went down to the ground, got touched, 2nd and 5.
And they're going to try and hurry things up a little bit, a little up-tempo. They're going to spread the receivers, modified eye here, evenly divide the receivers. From the 17, 2nd down, Hudson back, he'll fire, and the pass, was that intercepted? I think it was.
I think he got it.
Yes, it is intercepted. And returned to the 25-yard line, so already the first turnover of the game. And the man who did the intercepting was, I'm trying to think, he said 32? Although not listed, it was 32 who ended up getting the interception.
Yeah, this is preseason, so we're probably going to have some guys on the roster that we don't have numbers for. But it looks like the ball was tipped.
I think it was tipped. I'm sorry, the rain is starting to come down, and we're just getting the windows down, and now everyone's starting to scramble. And I'll tell you, if you're watching on HG, HDSG, we'll just say, and wow. Remember, as long as there's no lightning, you play in this.
Yeah, so here it brings up a 1st and 10 after that turnover. And the rain comes down very hard, so we'll see what the offense decides to do here.
Unless Mother Nature wasn't happy about the last Garden State Gladiator play call. That's the whole thing I was guessing. Anyway, Cabasso on 1st and 10 will fire, and it's caught by Evans, who gets down to the 37, and that will be the first down of the game. And we want to let you know that all of our first downs in this game, they're brought to you by OHA Studios. Gerald Adams is behind this. Just to give you a quick sponsor as the rain comes down, all flyers and hammers for today's event were designed by Gerald Adams of OHA Studios. He also designed a new Tri-County Owls logo. You can contact him on Instagram at o.h.a_studios. I'll read it again, at o.h.a_studios. More on the sponsor in a moment. First down to 37, there's a handoff. That one is Andre White, I believe it is, and he gets tackled down for a short game. Now, Jarrell designs logos, flyers, business cards, brochures, mixtape, album covers. I don't know how to call them mixtapes, but even though we don't have any tapes. But anyway, mixtape, album covers, photo books, newsletters, and digital drawings and paintings. Again, contact Gerald Adams at OHA Studios. It's on Instagram at o.h.a_studios. And it is r.a.i.n.ing. Very hard out here in Pennsauken. But so far, no lightning, so we play on.
Yeah, this is the kind of rain that you get for about 10 minutes, and then it'll die out because it's just coming down so hard.
And there's a big line of storms coming down. We're seeing it right here. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Kavasa back looking. He's under a rush. He'll try and get out, but he runs into his own man, and down he goes. I mean, it's very hard to throw in these conditions, and Franklin Simmons slams him down for quite the loss.
Yeah, the quarterback doesn't have gloves on, so I'm sure he's probably having trouble trying to grip that ball now with this rain. It looks like he wanted to throw the ball, couldn't get a good grip, and then pulled it down and took off, and the defensive end from the left side got off his block and made the tackle.
Somewhere, the person that wrote the song Singing in the Rain back in the 1920s must be loving this right now. Gene Kelly must be loving this too, because that came 20-plus years later. 3rd and 16, actually I say 15, from about the 33-yard line, and now whistle blows. Was there a timeout before the snap?
Looks like it's a false start on the offense.
It could very, false start against,
Wow.
My goodness. I think the Garden State Gladiators know what I'm talking about from the game I did a couple years ago against Trenton. But anyway, hey, at least it's coming down. But a 5-yard penalty on the Sharks, who are playing in shark-like weather, if you want to call it that. So it makes it 3rd and 20 from the 27-yard line. I'm happy we're indoors right now, and Howard's just enjoying himself. We're actually being joined by MLF Commissioner Al Alston in the booth right now. Here on 3rd and 20, here's Kabasa going back, and he's going to throw that ball, and I'm surprised that ball didn't just leave the yard. I mean, there's some serious wind blowing even into our box a little bit, but the pass is incomplete. And a disturbing turn of events for the Sharks as they will be punting on 4th and very, very long. And you might see on the bottom corner that the tent area, it's getting completely blown off its moorings here.
Yeah, this rain's almost coming down sideways right now.
That tells you how crazy things are. I mean, there are people trying to head for cover. I mean, the wind is actually taking some of the padding along the side. So, but again, as long as there's no lightning, you just keep playing. So, Frank will take care of something for a moment, and I'll continue to give you whatever play-by-play we can on 4th and about 20. Let's see with the punt. A juggled snap, and there is a punt. He does get it off, and that ball ends up taking a good Sharks bounce. We'll see where they spot it. Right out of bounds at the midfield stripe. And that's where the Gladiators will start 1st and 10. Last drive, they were at the Shark 20-yard line, but 2 plays later, there was an interception off the tip ball, and unfortunately nothing has happened. But like I said, this is a bit of an exhibition. And right now the Gladiators will have the ball their 3rd time with it at the midfield stripe. No score in what has become a rain-soaked stop-the-violence first game. Now, from what we understand, this rain is supposed to probably go on till maybe 7 o'clock, and then after that, we should be in the clear. I mean, we've had, for those of you checking us out from outside the areas, this is the 4th straight day this area has had 92-degree weather, and obviously a big front was going to come through, and we're expecting maybe low 80s come tomorrow. And now I think they're going to put a hold on this game because there might have been some lightning seen behind the box. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to be putting this game on hold. So when we resume, the Gladiators will have the ball at the midfield stripe. I'm going to say it's a little past midway first quarter. No score between the Sharks and the Gladiators. Everyone is going to be heading for cover because of the torrential rain. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. But we'll certainly be working on. Yeah, we definitely see some lightning strikes behind us. So good thing they called the game, at least delayed the game, because you do not want to deal with weather like this, especially when there's lightning, and that's why there have been so many more lightning delays, especially in all lands of football, because you just do not want to gamble with anything like that. But while we have this delay, I just wanted to mention something to you real quick. I tried to find some companies in regards to doing fundraisers as far as this movement, and although I couldn't find anything locally in this area in regards to Stop the Violence, I did find one that's actually having an event not too far away, like right next to us in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And this is a group that's based out of Camden called the National Stop the Violence Alliance. What I'm going to do is, and you may have scrolled up to the very top of the comments, I put the link if any of you would like to donate to that particular cause. It's called National Stop the Violence Alliance, and so what we're gonna do, I'll tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and get you some rain delay material, and when we come back, we'll go ahead and resume the game. But again, rain delay here in Pennsauken, no score between the Gladiators and the Sharks. I'll be back.
Let's go, baby. Start fast. Let's put a stamp on this game. Let's go. Start fast.
Let's go now. You fired the first shot. Let's go, man. Go.
And a handoff to Elliott, and he stutter steps to the right side with room to run.
A block at midfield. Gurley takes off.
I wish I was that fast.
You got to go faster, faster. Throws it down the field. Pass on a dead run, and that is Juju loose.
Go! Score! And Jared has thrown his big touchdown pass of the night.
Russell has time. Fire.
Touchdown!
Hey, let's go fast, baby. Stay in attack mode, all right? Stay in attack mode. Check out. Done. Cars! Watch out! Got it.
Prescott keeps around the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Second down and 10, takes the snap, gives it, jump runs, he's to the 10, 15, he's to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, there goes Chubb! Chubb and Loma Hub! 92 yards!
Hey, you see that handoff? Hey, you see my handoff? You see my handoff? That's the longest run in franchise history. Wow.
Go, Thomas.
Bro, you see my handoff on that play? Hey, I was a part of that. Yeah, I was.
Listen, Sonny, your grandpappy.
Back in 2018, Grandpappy handed off an outside zone to the right, and it went for 92 yards.
Without me, that play doesn't go. Jam. Yeah.
Don't do that. No jam off.
Hey, guys, what's up? Y'all go double team me? That's up. I ain't did none of y'all.
You can't run in there like that. You can't run in there like that.
Hey, you thought you was gonna get me, huh? Hell no. I like that. Oh, I like that. I like it. I like it, bro. I like it, bro. I like it, bro. Hey, 75. I need some more of that. Come on.
Number 10, Kenny Stills, deep to receive for Miami.
Hey, Kenny! Kenny, I'll give you $1 if you drop it. Hey, I'll give you $1 if you tell me what you're about to run. I'll give you $1 if you tell me what you're about to run. Come on, man, $1, I got you. I'm a rookie, man, I ain't got money like y'all.
Greedy, sir. past the line. Shut up. Know the rules.
I like you, Jimmy. I like you, Jimmy.
Like what? My fault in.
Yeah, it looked like McCoy late was coming up the middle.
Hey, my fault in.
I've never seen a defensive lineman apologize.
He was apologizing in mid-hit.
My fault in.
Keenum loads it up. Tim Patrick, the big receiver, comes down with it, gets up, nods into the Raider bench.
Shut the up.
Do not let up on these boys. They want to play press man-to-man. Let's show them what press man-to-man do. It's a big boy game.
Inside rush, comeback pattern. Caught by Kelsey with one hand.
Mullins standing in, throws over the middle, and Kittle makes an unbelievable catch.
I didn't see it. Was it cool?
Yes. Beckham makes an incredible one-handed catch. Gonna loft it down to the end zone, and it is caught. A one-handed grab. Mo Alley Cox, touchdown.
I saw the ball because it's kind of high.
Oh, baby, what a catch.
Nice catch. What a baller.
Easy. Easy.
Now throwing deep down left side, and Hopkins with a one-handed grab. How does he do it? But it's going to be pass interference.
It doesn't even count. Damn, I won that catch.
Ball is caught by Keelan Cole. What a catch!
Oh my goodness. What a play by Keelan Cole.
Keelan reaches back with his right arm, contorts his body.
Hey, let's dominate today.
Ready? Let's go. Have a nice day, brother.
We all got a pledge. We're all in today. Everything you got.
I don't care about their offense, their defense. I don't give a crap who's on the field except for these guys right here.
Everybody give me your best. Because you know I'm going to lay it on the line for you.
Tonight is about us. It's about us. It's about our strength, our love, our competes, our passion.
How did you feel after last week's victory, man? How did you feel? Oh, great, right? That's because it was earned, man. Nothing in this league is free. Nothing's a gift.
Our togetherness. That's what tonight's about.
You got to go out there every play and earn it. And you got to take it, man. You got to take it defense. I've been a rookie quarterback before. You can suffocate him. You can suffocate him. Make him miserable all game long. Get us the ball back.
Hey, I'm gonna make that clear now. I'm gonna make that clear now.
Behind your head, baby.
Yeah. That's a psycho.
118.
Red 80. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. Wait, son. Wait, son.
Throws right, ball's knocked away into the arms of Cousins.
Drew catches his own pass on the tipped ball. That was Drew Brees' 8th reception of his career, all thrown by himself.
I'm not the last receiver on the 100 list. I think I'm maybe 5th. It's hot. Hey, can we turn this down?
That's the chiropractor. That's the chiropractor. You didn't say you
I still have no idea.
Hey, the start of something special right here, man. Let's go.
Hey, go, get set.
Fight shot. Hey, we're good.
Takes 2. Hey, 52's the Mike.
Mike 20 at 36, call 57 to 43.
Hey, either one. 55's the Mike. Hey, that's the Will.
When Mike at 57, call it 36. No, Mike 43, call 57.
Set.
3rd and a yard.
180. What's that? Hey, Mike 4-2. All right, set. Ready, what the do you want, man? What the
It's a direct snap. It goes to Chubb, and the Browns go gimmicky, and it did not work.
Hey, it tried it. It almost worked.
98 full body slam my ass on the chest, pick me up out the air. We're gonna pick.
I got blasted.
Oh, I blew 32 up.
Go!
Watson throwing the screen to Hopkins, trying to work inside. Now Hopkins across to the right side.
180! What's that? So, well, let's not do that.
No. Did you try and fumble right there to keep the clock running?
No, I got hit so hard, he pushed me backwards.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were doing.
Me neither, honestly.
Hey, here we go, finish the game.
Let's go do it here. Let's go get one, get a stop, get another one, all right?
Hey, we need touchdowns. Hey, we need touchdowns. Hey, we need points here. We need points.
We're gonna need another one. We're gonna need to go again now. Come on.
More. We need more, boys. More. More.
One more. Hey. One more, boys. We need one more.
Come on, we need an answer right here. We're answered. Let's go. Tough as nails, tough as nails, tough as nails, tough as nails. Let's go. Let's go. Get your mind right. We're going to win this football game now.
I don't care the situation. We play until this clock hits 0, right? Come on.
Wait. Firing down the seam. Tyreek Hill. 10, 5, touchdown.
Baker back. Baker getting rushed. Baker rolls right, fires. Higgins up. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Come on, baby! Come on, baby! Come on! Come on!
There we go,
boy! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! I woke up feeling dangerous. I said I woke up feeling dangerous, son.
Russell takes the snap, looks, fires in the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown! Seahawks!
That's my dog! That's my dog! I know him! I know him! What's that?
Breeze drops back. Looks to the far sideline, wide open, Traquan Smith. And Traquan Smith is going to go to the end zone. Drew Brees has done it.
I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
You have just witnessed history in New Orleans. Drew Brees is the NFL's all-time leading passer.
Yeah! Hey, boys! How about that, huh? Come here. How about that? Hey, I love you guys so much. Hey, you're gonna accomplish anything in life you're willing to work for, right? I love you, boys. I love you. I need a long run, man.
Take me out to the fun. Buy me some cookies. I don't care if we ever come. Root for the whole team. Today, don't win, it's a shame. 1, 2, 3 strikes out of the York ball game.
Where's it on? You grab my face mask. Whoa, whoa.
That's PI, man.
Hold it.
What? Are you guys gonna give me a call tonight or not?
Hey, can we get it right?
It wasn't set.
Hey, he's not set. He shifts the guy out and he's not set for even half a second.
Oh, we're on that.
You're not on it. You're on it at all.
Hey, what's illegal contact? Ah, for crying out loud.
Did you see him push him off? You see Yex push our guy off? Obviously, you're not looking.
The running back.
Hey, can I talk to somebody? God almighty, hey!
What's that?
That's 3 calls he's missed. Who is this guy?
85 got held the whole way. Who's watching him? Who was watching 85?
I had him the entire time.
What?
Until you threw off the guy.
I know, I can't throw it to him because he's getting grabbed.
He didn't get grabbed that time.
The whole way he got grabbed. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. More touchdowns than anybody in history of football, and he gets no calls. None. Ever.
We don't argue with refs in Duval. We let the refs call the game and we play it.
It's out there.
Yes, sir. I thought it was on the ground.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
What's that?
Body weight.
Hey, I'm not a Jedi. I can't levitate. I know what you're saying.
He got that? He got that first? Yeah. He got that? That's a mighty good spot you gave right there.
Thanks.
No, that's not a compliment.
Oh, it's not.
Just kidding.
Do you need something down there, Coach?
Maybe. I was maybe calling to call timeout, yeah.
Well, we need you if you're going to come.
Oh, look, no. I get this every week. If you need a timeout, come on down and call it. So I came down here, I didn't take it, and then I moved back.
Okay.
I mean, come on, fellas.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I got to concentrate on the snap. Right?
Okay, and I would have told you if I needed it, but I wanted to see what the formation was, and it was a key play in the game.
All right, we'll work together.
All right, I mean, I'm not going to get out there and get in the way.
All 3 timeouts, Coach. Review upstairs, remember.
Okay.
Good with everything. Replays upstairs.
Got it. Thank you. This guy's sick, I am, idiot.
Snap is back. It's very low.
Oh, slips and he goes down.
You gotta make the simple plays. The simple plays.
Gritty set.
God bless America, y'all suck.
Look out! What's the ball?
Come on. Go. Mahomes to throw. Flush from the pocket to the right. Pirouettes back to left. Drops the ball.
Osweiler throwing to his right. Throws it downfield, and it's caught.
What? Rivers to the end zone. Popped up in the air and caught. Keenan Allen.
Whoa! Goes downfield, and it's caught by Grant. The ball pops up, and Devontae Parker makes the catch on the ricochet at the 30-yard line.
That's crazy.
Kirk back to pass again. Stands tall in the pocket. Now he's hit. Kirk Cousins is sacked.
Frick.
Golly. Son of a biscuit.
Gosh dang it.
Gosh darn it, man.
The best way to ignore the noise is to be the noise. The best way to ignore the noise is to be the noise.
Run! Hey, run! Third down.
Barkley takes, fire short, he's got a man open, and it is Dawkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. The 7-yard touchdown pass to Deion Dawkins.
I don't know where this playbook showed up.
Heavy package coming in for the Bears. The fake handoff. Trubisky pops a pass down Bradley Soul. Touchdown!
You gotta be here.
Oh,
unbelievable.
So they fake the handoff to a defensive lineman, throw the touchdown to an offensive lineman.
That's a smile.
O-line hero. Bro, what's it feel like to score in the NFL? Gosh, get lost on the train of thought. You like losing your mind when you score.
What's that?
He's going to fake the handoff. Angles to the right. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with a rushing touchdown.
And there's that celebration. What is that celebration? When it's all going well, it's all going well.
Funny as
They're partying in the end zone.
Quite an extravagant touchdown celebration there. They had a choreograph that looked like the Seagulls out there.
Touchdowns, man. Touchdowns only.
Oh, celebrate! Here's the celebration. Do the limbo, huh?
Fires for the end zone. The pass is going to be caught. Touchdown! Kansas City. Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill
taking over our camera.
I think there may be a penalty for excessive celebration, but you know what? I'm going to let that one slide.
He acted like he was the cameraman. He actually got behind the CBS camera and started operating.
I thought he was just jumping in the stands and he grabbed the camera. I was like, what in the world?
What's that?
Good tackle.
You gotta get out.
Good tackle, I know.
You gotta get
Good
out.
tackle.
Gotta get down earlier. We gotta get down earlier.
Tackle. You gotta play tackle football.
It's gonna get real ugly.
I need to hit somebody.
And it made him uneasy. We gotta hit this guy.
So my life flashing from my eyes.
Whoa! Pummeled by the kicker.
The kicker got him. I mean, took him out.
I want your love. I need your love. Hey, 2-0. Hey, that's hurt, didn't it?
But I want you to start thinking about second half. Their nature is the blitz.
Here comes a blitzing Raider. Mahomes has to get rid of the ball. Finds Kelsey.
You see what happened? The only reason he got me is because he was holding on to my wristband.